How you guys doing? This is Martin. You guys have been listening number 10 on the last 28 days. You guys have been watching how I talked about how I paid off my car loan when I got my car loan down to $5,970 and paid it off. You guys have also been watching some of my information that I gave to you on the unemployment, the 2101, 2102, 21116, which is the unemployment, and talks about the $600 bonus. And also, you guys have been looking at my other ones where I talked about some ways that it's going to take you, what questions you should be asking yourself on how to make money or things you should be doing while you're unemployed. Well, today I'm going to just say, shame on you guys for not watching the zero student loan video I have on 0% for the student loan. Are you taking advantage of that? That is a godsend, because a student loan is not bankrupt. If you file for bankruptcy, you can't get rid of a student loan. And if you don't pay down your student loan, even if you get a forbearance, it's still going to destroy your credit. And you want to make sure, especially what's going on right now, you want to make sure that you're able to get like a decent, like the most important thing you're going to need about credit is your employer going to even hire you? Because they're going to say, hey, do they even want a deadbeat? They're going to look at it. If your score is low enough, to say, hey, you just may show bad judgment and they may not want you around. Or you're going to get a car or just lease a car. That's going to increase your interest rate by half a point or more, because you don't know what's going to happen after this quarantine thing. You already have the banks tightening up all the money, and you don't know what's going to happen with the forbearance. Just because you can get the forbearance for a year, the banks don't have to give it to you, especially if it's not a federally backed bank. So people are thinking about that. But today my focus is I need to have it should be like 1,000, 2,000 viewers on the 0% interest student loan, especially if you're out of college and you already paid the money for the school. You guys aren't even in school and you pay like 6, 7. Some of you paid over $25,000, and some of it's mostly loans, and you guys aren't even in school. And even if they give you the forbearance, what does it matter? You've already lost a year. You're saying, why? Let me just give you like some numbers. Right now, my student loan, I got it down. It was originally $93,000. So it was somewhere above $90,000. I got it down to $31,554 as of last month. Now, my student loan interest is usually 5.5%, and my goal now that I got it below like 30,000 or so, into the 30,000 range, is I want to pay like $1,000 a month. So for 5.5% interest, I would have to pay $137. That's interest. And on top of that, I have to pay another $1,000. So I got to pay $1,137 to lower my loan by $1,000. That was before the 0%. So what I did this month, though, once I found out there was 0%, I paid $1,600, and now the loan is going to be $21,995 as of next month. So I saved myself I gave me with that 0% interest, that $147. It gave me the confidence to make the big leap, because otherwise, say for example, this is the interest I would have paid without the 0% interest. June, it would be about $137. July, the interest payment would have been $132. The August interest payment would have been $128, and the September interest payment would have been $121. So that means I would have to pay $1,137 in June to lower the principal $1,000. July, I would have had to pay $1,132 to lower the interest, the payment principal by $1,000. August, it would have been $1,128 to lower the interest, and in September, I would have paid $121. So that's $518 of total interest that I would have been paid. My loan for my car is $384. So basically, I've saved almost a car payment and a half with the 0% interest. And the reason I want you to take advantage of it, because this is not going to happen again. Just to let you know, the generation that I'm 51, so the generation of you people going forward, young people, the savings is 0%. checking is 0%. If you look at the 10-year treasury, it's 0.06. But that's it, whatever. It's just saying it's so low, it's saying the economy is going to slow down. There's not going to be a lot of growth. So you can't even take any, even if you make money. Back in my generation, if you made like $1,000, you could take that $1,000. Interest is about 10% or 11%. I could put that in a bank, and after a year, just earn $100 doing nothing. Now, if you take that $1,000 to the bank and put it in, you earn 0%. You earn like 0.00%, which is like, say, $1,000. I probably earn like $1 on my money, and then the bank fee is $8.84. So basically, I'm paying to keep my money in the bank to lose money. So you guys are going to be the first generation where there is no such thing as savings rates. So the only way you're going to, so when you had that with that 0% interest, what that's telling you, man, I told you there are three type of people who should be taking advantage of this 0% interest rate. The ones who are working, the ones who are getting unemployed, who are getting unemployment, especially if you're qualified for that $600 extra a week for 13 weeks, you should be paying like $200 to $300 on any type of loan that you have that's $10,000. It doesn't matter what. It could be like $100,000. You should be redirecting some of that unemployment money to that loan. I know some people say don't pay off your student loan, but I'm telling you, it's going to mess up your credit. And when we come out of this, everyone's going to be stricter. If your credit is bad, you will not live in a good apartment complex. I know you think, oh, they'll let me in. They'll be desperate. Only to a point. But they'll probably charge you more for the rent, or they may even have you at all, or just look at it and just say, hey, just get rid of this guy. I'm telling you. Then you're going to have to live somewhere in the hood by a bunch of crazy people, or by a Section 8 people, and is that what you want to do? Or if you pay for your house, or any interest, it's going to be stricter after all this. So right now, if you have the opportunity to pay down that loan, pay down that loan now, because that'll like raise your credit. So in case something happens, or you hit like have some other bills that you're able to pay, if you're showing your own paying that student loan, that'll help you. It'll just help you out of trouble. And the third type of person I said that should pay off the student loan are students who are under 25 or under, age 25 or under, and your student loans is in the 10,000 range. Really, it could be in any range. I've been saying the 10,000 range, and you're getting some type of unemployment or you're working. Get rid of the apartment. Don't become a roommate. Just move back home with mom and dad, especially if you're getting any type of unemployment, and just say, hey, mom and dad, I'll pay you $200 to $300, $400 for rent until September, because I want to pay down my student loan. And even if your parents do that freaky eeky stuff, you may dad be looking at you or mama be looking at you, just say, hey, mom and dad, I'm gonna pay you $200 to $300. I'm gonna lock myself in a room. After September, I'm out of here. So if you just pay them the $200 to $300, your parents will go do that freaky eeky thing somewhere else and won't mess with you. Trust me. You give them $200 to $300, they'll find some other place to get their little thing on. So don't let that stop you from moving home. Just move home. Give them $200 to $300. Lock your door, and that's it. So get rid of the apartments. Like if you have an apartment, just go in big. Tell them I'm sorry. Pay them a month out. Pay them a month of payments and just get out of it. Then you can take that money you are using for rent, pay $200 to $300, hey, $400 to your parents. Throw the rest at that loan. Sooner you get that loan, the lower you get that loan reduced, the more confidence you're going to have as we come out this recession. Because, this government, and don't get me started, but as we come out of this little recession thing, because now you're going to have 30 million people out of work. So you want to be like the first round of people when you go back to work that the employers look at and say, hey, this person has some skills, they've been training, they've been getting their things together, and they want to help us out. You don't want to come in a second wave like they'll say you have the first 6.6 million people apply for unemployment. So there's employment. They're going to lose the $600 extra in 13 weeks. And then even when you get to the 26th week, every week you get an unemployment check, they're going to ask you, are you looking for a job? Are you looking for a job? And you're going to get tired of filling out that sheet. So unless you're like a total deadbeat or low life, you'll get tired of that and find yourself a job. But when you go get that job, you want to be able to talk confidently to them, tell them, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. This is what I've been doing. I got rid of my apartment. I paid the apartment company some extra money, moved back home, paid mom and dad to $200 to $300. And my goal was to get that student loan paid off, take advantage of the 0% interest rate. I don't have to worry about that. Now I can say, hey, maybe I can drop my salary a little bit lower, but then, hey, let's add some commission. And then after that, hey, when things look, when I start producing, then we can renegotiate. So that's the confidence you want to go into the marketplace with. But look, I mean, look at me. I'm saving like $137, $132, $128, $129. So hopefully by September, because this 0% interest is going to end September 30th. See if I can get my loan close to like between 24 and 25,000. Because I'm working 2 commission jobs. I've been studying. Yeah, I study Grant Cardone. Good. Hey, study the billionaires: Grant, Magic Johnson, Scotty Braun, Kevin Hogan, John Maxwell, Jordan Belfort. Just study people who make money, man. And that's for your other friends who think. Just don't get caught in the people saying, oh, everything's going to get well. Students are not going to go back to school to next year. So you might as well just go find a job. You're probably better off finding a job now than trying to finish that degree. It's over, man. You're like a year behind. Got the people coming behind you. So unless you change your field to Amazon fulfillment expert, if you have that one at your house, because then when Amazon starts phasing out their little fulfillment thing, once they start selling off their routes or selling off their warehouses, where like they say, hey, we no longer want to keep stuff in our warehouses. We're going to start passing that on to other people like McDonald's do. You can go work with one of those places and try to dominate the field. Like I say, you can try to get all the little white vans to go on get the white vans to go to the right places. Like I call them like the child molester terrorist vans, because of Starsky and Hutch days, or Criminal Minds, where they go kidnap people or they put the bomb in it, park it in front of the bank, or park the van like it's somewhere, I mean, off of Route 62, you're in the bushes. Give us the $1,000 or your daughter dies, or give us the $1,000 or everyone dies. So you see those white vans everywhere. Or you see like the big box trucks. So the box trucks are like they look like the illegal aliens in them. Big old box trucks going up and down the street, almost running into stuff, trying to deliver something. So that's when it happened, because Amazon's going to get rid of all that stuff soon. I give them about a year. Once all this clears out, they're going to sell off everything. And they'll probably have like their warehouses in probably the bigger districts, but all the local hubs will be locally owned or something like that. Or they'll just sell it off. So that's my theory. But let's get back to that 0% interest. That 0% interest is a godsend, because as of now, this generation, there's no such thing as savings interest. There's no such thing as compound interest. You're going to be so basically take that money that you have, 0% interest on a student loan. This will not happen again. I'm paying 5.5% interest. And I'm saving $518. Just think, what could you do with $518? Do you know most Americans don't even have $400 to their name, and I'm saving $518 in interest by September? Hey, I'll put myself in a 1% or the 1% or the 1%. And just think how much money I can make from my commission jobs if I get out there. I've been studying my cold calling and working on some other jobs to get. If I can't bring another $20,000, $30,000 in before the end of the year, if I could just only bring 5 or 6 in, man, I'll be a big shot. No, I'm not gonna buy a car, man. There's gonna be so many cars for sale. Trust me. This is just the calm before the storm. But you have been blessed with 0% interest rate on your student loan. Take advantage of it. I mean, my student loan should be like $94,113. I was paying over like $1,400 a month to lower it by $1,000. That extra $460 is basically a car payment. I could have been driving a Beamer, a Bugatti, or something. I could have been leasing a Land Rover for that much amount of money. So now they threw this 0% interest at me. I'm taking advantage of it, man. I'm taking all the money that I can to pay off this loan, man. Because you got to pay off the loan. You don't have a choice. Because they'll find that even when you die, they'll just take the money out your life insurance. So take advantage of that 0% interest. If you're interested in my other programs, I got a $197, $397, $697. Make the check out to Martin Morris, P.O. Box 540, San Bernardino, California, 92402. Martin Morris, P.O. Box 540, San Bernardino, California, 92442. Yes, I'm asking for the money. That was my mistake when I got laid off before. I was afraid to ask for money. I'm going to ask for money, just like the corporations. Give me some money. Give me some money. I'm going to give it to all these people. Give me some money. I'll close this motherfucker down. I'll close it down. I'll send all their asses home. I don't care. And then what does the government do? Give them money. But you see, when you're small, like a dentist, you see what you like, a school or dental office or some other massage, a non-essential place, you know what they give you? Take your asses home. Students, go look into eyes, go home. We don't need you. Teachers, go home. We don't need you. That's what happens when you're small. You get stepped on, kicked. That's why you got to be big. So that's why I want you to get into my programs, because when all those people start going back to work, I want you to be the big man that goes in there for the interview, the big woman. I mean, hopefully not that big, literally, but big in mind. Go in there, close that interview, get that job. So take a look at that. I also have my 100,000 initiative subscriber campaign. So subscribe and comment. We'll try to see if I can set a record to get 100,000 subscribers by May. Since there's like 30 million people unemployed, I should at least have 200,000 to 300,000 of you looking at this material, finding some ways to get the job, to keep the job, give me some ways to make the money. Also preparing you, like I told you before, once you lose your job, it usually takes you 2 years to get like the equivalent paying for the job. So even if you're working, you'll be like me. You've got one job, you're there for a day. I got to go on. And Uncle Betty gets hired. Got another job for another day, runs out of money. Got a job for another day. So guys back from vacation, that happened to me one job, then they just eventually phase you out. You get another job, oh, we're leaving the state. So that's what's going to happen. You're going to think things are going well. It's going to go up and down, up and down. But right now, until September 30th, 0% interest rate. 0% interest rate if you have a student loan, especially if it's under $1,000. If you're working, if you're unemployed, getting money. If you're a student unemployed, getting money. Working or unemployment, move back home for the next couple of months. Like I said, move back home, take advantage of it. Join my campaign. If you don't want to join my subscribe, comment, like. I'm going to be rich. Are you?